everyone, it's Hailey, and today I wanted to go book shopping, but online because I don't want to leave the house. But we are going to be book shopping out of my comfort zone. So I'm really excited about today's video, actually. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and I have been on a journey lately, and I have been on a journey not only with my self, my mental health and everything, I've also been on a journey in terms of my reading, and I've talked about that with you guys a little bit because it really has been interesting. Like, I've realized that a lot of the books that I have been getting for myself recently aren't actually things that I really want to read anymore, and that's fine. Like, I've been on a journey of kind of accepting that my tastes have changed, and that's totally okay. But I'm also kind of willing to take a chance on more things that I wouldn't normally. I used to think, like, because I was a channel that talked primarily about YA, I used to think that was all that I could talk about. I used to think I wasn't really able to incorporate adult romance, which is probably one of my favorite genres, or ever actually talk about anything different than the norm, if that makes sense. But I'm really looking to expand, and definitely I'm looking to look at some YA, or sorry, that's literally the opposite. I'm looking to look at some adult reads that I may have been interested in, but I just kind of was like, no, I need to read a YA, so I put them off. So as much as I really want to expand things, I also know what I like. So I'm not looking to try something completely different than the norm that I know I'm not going to like. I know I'm not going to like thrillers, but that's on the one hand. On the other hand, I do want to try new things, if that makes sense. The cat is going to come into frame soon because she loves to sit in front of me while I'm trying to do things on the computer. So I'm just going to be kind of browsing on Indigo. I don't really have a set thing that I would like to look at. I think Still Life is a book that I have been intrigued by. I've definitely been getting influenced a lot by work in terms of what I'm kind of wanting to read a little bit more. So this one seems really interesting because it's set between World War II and the 1980s, and it is a beautiful, big-hearted story of strangers brought together by love, war, art, flood, and the ghost of E.M. Forrester. Interesting. It's set in the wine cellar of a Tuscan villa. I believe, don't quote me on this, but I think that this had an LGBTQ plus aspect to it. I'm not entirely sure, but this is definitely one that I have been wanting to check out, so I am going to add that one to my cart. And then this one I actually saw on TikTok today, but that's The Embroidered Book by Kate Harfield. Harfield? Is that Hartfield? You literally could not be more in the ways, but I need to try and make some room for her so that she will stop her butt. Power is something you take when you are a woman is a little bit more difficult. So Charlotte is the daughter of the Habsburg Empress, and she arrives in Naples to marry a man she has never met. Her sister Antoine is sent to France and the mirrored corridors of Versailles. Oh, is it about Marie Antoinette? Yeah, the cover says 1767, two queens with a powerful secret will enchant the age. So this one does seem kind of out of my comfort zone in the fact that it is about, well, not really what it's about. I love historical fiction, obviously, but the fact that it is a book set during, I'm trying to read but also talk and it's not working out. I need to focus on one thing. In the fact that it's an adult book is what I was saying. So I think I actually am going to try that one out, and it's on sale, and that's always nice. I feel like there definitely are, yeah, this is another one I was wanting to check out. The Dictionary of Lost Words by Pip Williams. This is about a girl who was born into a world of words. She's motherless and irrepressibly curious, and she spends her childhood in the scriptorium, which is an Oxford garden shed in which her father and a team of dedicated lexicographers, there's so many big words in this, are collecting words for the very first Oxford English dictionary. That sounds cool. Yeah, I'm definitely into that one. I don't want to get all historical fiction, but that definitely is what I gravitate toward the most. You know, I am really, really into historical fiction. I don't really know how to browse to see what else I might want. There is actually, there's something this one, Rebecca Searle. I had In 5 Years by this author, but I never actually read it, but I think it might be something I would actually like. So I'll open that one in a new tab. But this is a love story between a mother and a daughter. That sounds really cute. Okay, I do actually want to pick that one up. I do want that one. And then In 5 Years, Oh, like this was sent to me and then I got rid of it and I feel really bad, but I know that my sister seemed to really like it. Maybe I'll wait on this one. I'll see how I feel about the Italy one and then I'll see if I want to read this one. Hi, can I help you? I really don't know like where to browse for these books. She is absolutely just going to sit there. I know. Can you at least lie down? Would that be, can we agree on that? There we go. Perfect. Okay. Anyways, I do want to do a video soon where I buy like the first books that I see on TikTok. I think that could be really interesting. But right now I'm just kind of like trying to see what is standing out to me. Honestly, like A Little Life I know is really popular, but I can't say that I would read that one. I know it's very sad. I've heard that for sure. And I just don't think that it's something that really would appeal to me all that much. Like I just have a very specific kind of book that I'm looking for, but at the same time, I will kind of try anything, if that makes sense. It doesn't. It's really confusing, and I get that. I kind of forgot actually that the purpose of this video was literally to buy books that are out of my comfort zone, and I think all the books that I've bought, like other than the fact that they are adult books, they are 100% in my comfort zone. So, oops, I have not been doing a good job. And now I'm just like mindlessly scrolling. Okay, I was actually sent this book for work, but I think Sally Rooney books are kind of out of my comfort zone. I've never read them, so I think it's just going off of the cover. They seem more like lit fic than I'm really into, but part of this video is that obviously like now I'm just going to be purchasing some books, but I'm going to do a couple of reading vlogs where I read books that are out of my comfort zone. So if you would like me to read Sally Rooney for that, definitely let me know. Actually, yes, let's do that. Also leave a recommendation down below for a book that is out of my comfort zone that I don't normally read, but like knowing my taste and what I usually like, a book that you think that I would like, and I will like go back, look at that, and then get some and do a video off of that. That could be fun. The Vanishing Half actually seems really interesting, and that is one that I have not read yet. So I think that this one definitely is an out of my comfort zone sort of read, and like I said, one that I haven't picked up, but don't know what it is about. So it's about twin sisters who are inseparable as children, but who ultimately choose to live in two very different worlds, one black and one white. But after growing up in a small southern black community and running away at age 16, it's not just the shape of their daily lives that is different as adults, it's everything. So this is weaving together multiple strands and generations of this family from the deep south to California from the 1950s to the 1990s. That does actually seem really interesting and definitely not something I would generally go for. Do we have anything else here? I feel like this kind of appealed to me, Violetta. I don't really know why this one was appealing to me, but I mean, since it's appealing to me, is that really what I want to go for? I feel like I want to go for something a little bit more different that I wouldn't generally go for. Okay, let's go back to where I was before. Kazu Ishiguro, I know is super, super popular. I just don't think that these are books that I would like, to be honest. I think once again, they seem too lit fic for me, and I'm looking to kind of escape, and I just think that, I don't know, I don't think that these are ones, as much as definitely it would be out of my comfort zone, it's not something that I think I would benefit from going out of my comfort zone. Maybe, but I'm not quite willing to take a chance on that one yet. I know Taylor Jenkins Reid, her other books I've been recommended a lot, but I just haven't really wanted to go for them. And I don't think they're enough out of my comfort zone to pick them up. Literally, this video is so arbitrary because some things I'm like, yes, it's out of my comfort zone, but other things I'm like, no, it's not far enough. I have books that are arguably kind of in my comfort zone in my cart, so oops. Birds of California by Katie Cotugno. This is actually by a YA author. She has quite a few YA books. I haven't seen this one before. Sparks fly and things get real in this sharply sexy and whip-smart romantic comedy set against the backdrop of a post-Me Too Hollywood. I think that this one would be a little bit too close to like what I usually read, but intriguing to know that she has an adult book. My Dark Vanessa, The cover has not appealed to me, but I know that I have seen this book around like a lot, and I don't know why. The Silent Patient would be 100% out of my comfort zone, but I'm not interested in that at all. Sorry, I'm getting really distracted. The cover for Tampa is also really distracting me because it looks like something intentional, but My Dark Vanessa is exploring the psychological dynamics of the relationship between a precocious yet naive teenage girl and her magnetic and manipulative teacher, a brilliant, all-consuming read that marks the explosive debut of an extraordinary new writer. I don't know if I would really... Oh my god, they changed the cover for 11 Other Words and it's so cute. Sorry, I can't. I was gonna try and see reviews, see what people thought of that one. I'll add it to my cart. I think that one would be definitely out of my comfort zone. And let's look at Little Fires Everywhere. I'm just trying to decide, like, is it out of my comfort zone so much that I'm never gonna want to actually pick it up? Or is it out of my comfort zone where I will pick it up, you know? That's why I'm saying I don't want to go too far. But next we have, I like how I was looking at the screen, like I didn't just open it. Little Fires Everywhere. I know a lot of people really enjoy Celeste Ng, and she's an author that I haven't tried because I'm not sure if it's something that I would really like, with it being more like domestic thrillers, I believe. Those sort of mystery novels are super popular and they're just not what I tend to really gravitate towards. So it's something I've never really like gone to pick up any of her books. But, oh, she has a new book coming out actually. I know Everything I Never Told You is really popular. Also, they've been adapted. I'm not really sure. I think I'll... like that would be really out of my comfort zone. So I guess it is the kind of book that I should go for in this kind of video. Actually, now that I'm saying that, there's another book that I thought of, but I'll add it to the cart and then think about it. The other book that I thought of, I just forgot again. Crap. Oh, Emily St. John Mandel. Station 11, I think particularly seems definitely out of my comfort zone, like something that I would not normally read, and I've heard nothing but amazing things about it. So if I'm gonna read an out of my comfort zone read, that seems like a pretty solid one to go with. Okay, getting back, Such a Fun Age I think is another one that might be out of my comfort zone. I'm not sure how many books I want to get in this video. I guess that's something that we are figuring out along the way. I think maybe I'll want to look at like the romance section specifically to see, obviously like romance isn't super out of my comfort zone, but just to see what's kind of happening there. Oh, actually, there's a couple of Kristen Hanna books that I don't have that I would like to pick up. Well, we're here. I did pick up this one recently, This Time Tomorrow. I'm excited for that one. I've heard some pretty good things about it. The Lost Apothecary, I was seeing everywhere, but the reviews for it were like horrible. So many of you guys said that was your least favorite book. So I have not been really intrigued by that one. This is the struggle. I will never stop scrolling. I just will keep scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. Okay, I feel like that's a good place to stop. And yet, here I keep going. I know that this is like what they want you to do, but it's working. It's absolutely working. Such a Fun Age. This one, a striking and surprising debut novel from an exhilarating new voice. Such a Fun Age is a page-turning, why can't I read? A page-turning and big-hearted story about race and privilege set around a young Black babysitter, her well-intentioned employer, and a surprising connection that threatens to undo them both. I know this book was super hyped up. Definitely seems like something I wouldn't normally read, so let's go for it. Why not? I'm sorry that I keep scrolling as I'm talking. It's because my brain has already moved on to the next thing. Like, I can't focus. Okay, the two books that I was looking to get are The Four Winds. I had the audiobook for it, but I never actually had a finished copy. I want to look at Firefly Lane, but also, I already clicked it, but The Great Alone, I think, is one that I want to pick up. This one is set in Alaska in 1974. I've heard some really amazing things about it, and I loved The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna, so let's go for more. And then this one is set in Texas in 1921, and then, yeah, it's following the Great Depression. So this one, I think I'm gonna wait until the paperback is out, actually. That's why I haven't picked this one up yet, but once the paperback is out, I will scoop that one up. Firefly Lane, I've heard quite a few good things about, but I just haven't actually picked it up yet. I think I'll just stick with the one for now. We'll see. That might be something I want to try and read a little bit later. I am now back to where I was and just continuously clicking and clicking and clicking. Okay, I feel like there was like a historical fiction that came out about the 20s, and it was something that I was interested in, but then it was an adult one, so then I never actually picked it up. But I cannot think of what the name of said historical fiction is. A Thousand Ships I've seen quite a bit. Let's see what that one's about. I'm just literally clicking everything. What can you do? Hamnet I know is also really popular. I can check that one out. A Thousand Ships. This is, I really hate how Indigo does their descriptions because there should be so much more spacing in here, but there is not. This is about the Trojan. I don't think I really want to get into something that's so like mythological right now. I'm going to close that one. And then Hamnet I know is quite popular. England 1580, a young Latin tutor, penniless, bullied by a violent father, falls in love with an eccentric young woman. Interesting. That does seem like something I would like. Well, that I will go for it. Okay. I have a lot happening in my cart. May have gone a little bit overboard. Let's take a look at Goodreads. I really can't think of what I want to read, and I find that Goodreads gives me a good idea of like different recommendations that I wasn't exactly thinking about or expecting. Yeah, see, there's so many that I find it so much harder to find books when I'm looking at Indigo because it's just, there's so much happening. I know Rachel Hoggins, I find it funny, these covers look so much like Colleen Hoover's, but obviously they're not. They're mysteries, but I'm just not, I wouldn't like that. Cartographers I keep seeing everywhere too. I don't think this, I can do a whole other video going through Goodreads. Would you like that? Let me know, because I definitely could do that, but right now I don't really want to get into that because there is a lot happening. However, I will look at this one. Is it okay? No, we're gonna focus. Okay, so I have a solid like 11 books here, which is really exciting. So we have Hamnet by Maggie O'Farrell. We have The Great Alone by Kristen Hanna. Such a Fine Age by Hailey Reid. Station 11 by Emily St. John Mandel. Little Fires Everywhere by Celeste Ng. My Dark Vanessa by Kate Elizabeth Russell. The Vanishing Half by Britt Bennett. One Italian Summer by Rebecca Searle. The Dictionary of Lost Words by Pip Williams. The Embroidered Book by Kate Hartfield. And Still Life by Sarah Winman. So we've got solid things here. Do I have anything in my what you might like? Nothing really. It keeps just recommending the same books to me over and over again, which is the frustrating part. So I'm just getting ready to do some more filming today actually, but the books that I purchased in this video have come in, and I also ended up picking up a few more that I didn't actually get the chance to show you guys. So I'm going to show you them quickly now, but then I also will like include them in a haul where I'll give more details. But I felt like I didn't go far enough out of my comfort zone for some of these, so I tried to go a little bit further. But of course, The Great Alone by Kristen Hanna we have here, and then Station 11 by Emily St. John Mandel. One Italian Summer by Rebecca Searle is actually so beautiful in person because the gold foil that they put on the like skyline there, or the coastline, that's the word that I was looking for. It's absolutely stunning. Like, I love what they did with this book so incredibly much, and I'm probably going to be reading this one really soon. My Dark Vanessa by Kate Elizabeth Russell, and The Embroidered Book by Kate Hartfield. Look, I did not expect this. I did not expect this at all. This is one that I might end up listening to the audiobook for because holy crap, is it huge. Like, this was the most unexpected thing. And then also the spine doesn't bend. Like, it's one where I'll have to crack the spine. So I'm probably going to listen to the audiobook for this one, but it is cool because it kind of has the vibes of like an old book. So that's kind of fun. Then we have The Dictionary of Lost Words by Pip Williams, and Little Fires Everywhere by Celeste Ng. Hamnet by Maggie O'Farrell. And then I think that's, oh no, there's a couple more here. The Vanishing Half by Britt Bennett, and Such a Fun Age by Hailey Reid. And then the rest are ones that I ended up picking up just on a whim. So I was looking at this one in the video, but then I don't think that I actually ended up picking it up. I can't quite remember, but I did end up getting it actually, and it's Violetta by Isabel Allende. And she actually has another book, so we'll see. If I like this one, I might pick up that other one. Then Wild Wild Woman and the Blues is the one that I was trying to remember in this video. I was talking about like a 1920s read, and this is what the book was. So Wild Woman and the Blues by Denny S. Bryce. And then the last few here, we have Lilac Girls by Martha Hall Kelly. This is very popular and I would like to see why. And then I also have Black Cake by Charmaine Wilkerson. This has been on a lot of like top books of 2022 lists, so I've picked up quite a few books from those lists and I'm really excited to get to this one. And then we have Next Year in Havana by Chanel Clayton. And then finally City of Girls by Elizabeth Gilbert. I can't remember if I actually like picked this one up in the video as I was filming or if I had just looked at it or whatever. I've done a lot of new book acquiring lately, so I really can't sort it all out. But yeah, now we'll get back to my outro. Yeah, so I'm gonna pick up these books. Please let me know like which ones you would like me to read in that first vlog that I do, which ones you think I should read the most. And that wasn't proper English, but I hope you guys enjoyed today's video nonetheless, and I will see you in another one soon. Bye.